Alright, as promised, I said I would make another pasta video, but this time, one that you don't need to use the assistance of this, our mixer, our beautiful KitchenAid, okay? You still need the pasta attachment, or you can have a pasta machine, doesn't matter, but we're not using it mixing. We're doing it the traditional way by hand, and my brother Carson is going to help us this time. So what I've done is I've taken flour and eggs, 100 grams per person, or per serving that you want. 100 grams of flour per serving or person, and then 1 egg per each. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna whisk up our eggs. So do that. So just kind of pick up the yolks. Let's get a little bit. So you're going to want your eggs, mixed together well. Okay, so once you have your eggs mixed, I'm going to put my fork. Actually, no, we'll need the fork. Keep the fork. Just leave it in there. Alright, so you're going to dump your flour out onto your work surface into a pile. Okay, make it into a kind of circular form. I don't know if you can see this. Alright.
That works.
Don't put your stuff in front of the camera, by the way. Alright, so make it kind of into a circle, and then make a hole inside your mountain where you have walls on the outside, and you can dump your eggs into. Yes, this will be messy. If your mountain breaks, you are screwed. So, since he has never done this before, I'm going to have paper towels ready.
I did it with the pierogies. I did it with the pierogies.
It's not the same thing. Okay. So, just right here, if one of us spilled it, that was not in the shot. Alright. So, you're going to have your little flour mountain. Now, you can use something like your container, a cup, anything really. Make an indentation, or just use your fingers like I did. It's easier with the more flour you use, I think, because it makes a bigger mountain. So I'm going to pour some of my egg only. I'm not going to pour all of it. And then what we're going to do is make sure that's not in the camera. Is we're going to take our fork and kind of incorporate the flour at the same time.
Looks like orange juice.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, yeah, there's my spoon.
So you're gonna see that's what we didn't want to happen. So you're gonna take it with the edge of the fork, barely touch the wall, so you get some flour, into the egg, so it starts getting mixed in. You can also drag it on the bottom. You want it to be kind of clumpy. All right, yeah, that's not good, buddy. So. Here, I'll get the camera and show
what to do versus what not to do.
Well, yeah, you don't want to do this. But what we're going to do is position the tripod. Alright, so with my fork, I'm going to take it and push it in and circle around the sides to where I'm touching some of the flour and bringing it in to incorporate it with the egg. So you don't want to push it too much at first, especially. Like, you don't want the walls to cave in at all. You just want to barely touch the side. And you can also use the bottom. Scrape the flour off the cabinet. And this is how we're making our dough. So mix, mix, mix. Set this up right here really fast. Alright. So now I can kind of mix where you can see it. And if it starts getting low on one side, you can push the flour up like I am here, because it was starting to fall down. And then just mix, mix, mix. Kind of touch the sides with That's why I said don't pour all your egg in at once. By the way, Car. Oh, well.
But yeah, you're right.
See, you gotta be careful with this because even if you think it looks easy, it's kind of hard. So you can take some of this, just kind of mix it up. The flour is chunky, and it's like, should have sifted it first because our flour apparently got mixed together. But you're gonna do this until it starts becoming a dough. So yeah, I will see you when mine is a update. Here's all the flour Carson didn't use. Here's my dough. Here's his dough. So obvious size difference. And his is very cracked and not smooth at all. It's very wet. Mine is silky and smooth. So that's the consistency you don't want, is very wet and cracked. But what you do want is you want silky and smooth consistency out of your dough. That means that you did it right and you kneaded it enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake mine. Just go over to your own side. Into a little bowl. Give it a tiny little dusting of flour that we sifted.
To get all the old egg out.
Yeah, to get all his dough out. Rub it around. You don't have to. I mean, that's just kind of what I wanted to do. Make it a ball. Then we're going to plastic wrap this, and it's going in the fridge for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to form it. Alright, so now you roll it. Alright, so this time I'm rolling it out in one flat pancake. And then I'm going to cut it in half. Take my pieces. And then run it through the roller on one. Alright, now that I've rolled it and folded it, I have a good dough. I'm going to go up one speed, roll it twice, and then go up another, not speed, one setting, roll it twice, then go up another setting. So that just gets it thinner and thinner, and then I'm going to stop at 5. Alright, this is what it should look like on a 5. It's been rolled very, very thin. And you can see the outlines of my fingers. You can kind of see my skin showing through. So that's good pasta. It should be silky smooth. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, now for the second one. Yeah. Alright, here's Carson's. Yeah,
Update.
he just rolled it. So here's mine. Just got done with it. Sorry about that. Okay, these two are what my dough look like if you cut it in half correctly. This is about how, like they should be about the same length. So no matter how many pieces you cut it into, you should shoot to get the same length pieces. Okay, so that's the best part. So now I'm gonna dust it lightly with flour and do that to both sides on both of them. Okay, dust it. That one probably didn't need it, and that hurt my head, but that one needs more. That's what we're going, but okay. Alright, take your pasta and put it in the spaghetti machine.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see.
This is how his came out.
So, take it.
Don't let it float in on itself. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna do my spaghetti now. So here's my pasta. I'm gonna get the excess off. A little more on this one. Now that I have the excess off, I'm gonna take, oh, that's a lot. Alright, take it, put it in our mixer. Okay, that side is not ready to go in. Carl, why do you have it so close? Okay. See? Beautiful spaghetti. Beautiful spaghetti. Put a bit too much flour on this, I guess, but it all works out in the end. Alright, now for the final product, if you did it right, the spaghetti should look like this. You got nice, long, floury, silky, and smooth, good spaghetti. Now what I can do is I can throw a little bit extra flour in, just mix it. That's just if you want to make your water more starchy. If you're making something like a homemade sauce, which you'll need that pasta water for. But yeah, here's our homemade spaghetti. And there you have it, folks. Easy homemade paschetti.